She is about twice the weight of the other Allosaurus and 4 meters longer. Quickly, she establishes her dominance. When predators get to her size, they rarely have to bring down their own food. They just scavenge other kills. Al tries to find a safer place to eat. The floodplains where Al lives are ruled by the seasons. Short periods of heavy rain give way to long months of drought. It is now the end of the wet season, and with the floodwaters still receding, it is a time of plenty for the local dinosaurs. For many, it is also a time for mating. This pair of Stegosaurus are about to try what is for them a very complex process. Al is now 6 years old, and as a sign of age, the crests over his eyes are now reddening. Sexual maturity is dependent on his size, and at 10 meters long, Al is well on the way to being big enough. He is, however, making the locals at the waterhole nervous, and the smell of blood he brings with him is enough to interrupt the amorous Stegosaurus. Away from the lake, Al picks up a new scent. Dung left by a female Allosaurus has an immediate effect on Al, and for the first time in his life, he issues a mating call. The female is not far and picks up the low sounds in his call. She is much larger than Al. He will have to be careful. She is not interested, but Al's inexperience shows, and he gets too close. Al is lucky. Although he had a torn arm, ripped claw and smashed ribs, he has escaped having his throat torn out. The attack is a disaster. Al has fallen badly. As he tries to get up, it's clear he has broken something in his right foot. With prey getting scarcer and scarcer, his chances of survival now look remote. Two months later, and the drought has continued longer than usual. It has cost Al dear. If anything, his limp has got worse. Because of his poor condition, his body is not healing well. It appears he broke his middle toe in the fall, and it is now badly infected. Too weak to hunt, he'll be lucky to survive much longer. The drought drags on. A pair of young Allosaurus are out hunting for insects amongst the sand dunes. Instead, they find something much larger, the emaciated body of Big Al. Al never reached his full size. Instead, he died as a mature adolescent in a dried-up riverbed. Eventually, the rains would arrive and gently bury his body in silt for 145 million years. The process preserved his skeleton perfectly, including the lumps where his ribs healed after their break, the raging infection on his middle toe, and at least 17 other injuries and diseases. In death, Big Al represents a frozen moment in the fast and furious life of a carnivorous dinosaur.